know who it be. It's your boy Darius D, and you are watching Suave Kid TV. Hopefully you guys are doing well. Hopefully all is well with you on this fine day. As you guys already know, we're going to be talking about workwear and some of the tips that I have. Alright, so I just got into workwear within the last couple of years or so, slowly but surely. And I'm just going to talk about some of the tips that I would recommend for you guys in order to get your workwear aesthetic. Alright, and shout out to Richie Lee as well, because one of the tips I borrowed from him. Alright, so let's get right into it, but please make sure to like and subscribe to this channel, and also share, because it shows me that you in fact care about the channel. So first of all, it's all about branding. So looking at different workwear brands that you guys see on the street. One of the brands that I recommend, and most of you guys already know this, is Carhartt. I'm wearing it right now. However, you can use the elevated workwear, because if you're not dedicated to a cause, use what I have. This is a Carhartt WIP, which is work in progress, and it's their fashion brand. And I would say that if you're not really dedicated, what I would recommend is getting those type of ones, but those ones are more expensive. And like I said, with this one, since it's a higher end brand, you're gonna pay more, but needless to say, it's not that bad. Another brand is Dickies. Now that's normally known for skateboard culture, but at the same time you can still wear it nonetheless. So I would say Dickies and Carhartt are the two top brands you guys should look forward to, and I think they're the most affordable. If you get the regular Carhartt, it's more affordable than this one, and you can just go to your local workwear store and ask around. You can also implement like the safety stuff, like the safety cargos with the 3M, and you can also implement like safety vests. People don't really recommend it because they think it looks tacky, but at the end of the day, fashion is supposed to be fun. And you can mix it up and do steezy stuff like that. So I would get like the cargo with the 3M hits myself, but you just have to be able to style it. If you have stylee, as we call it on this channel, this is our word, alright, audience, stylee. So when we are on IG and you post hashtag stylee or stylee, you say it to your friends, just know that in our community, that's what we call it. It's not style anymore, it's stylee, alright? But if you have stylee, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, alright? You can take.
That's the bottom line, 'cause Stone Cold said so.
Those ones that are actually considered taboo or considered something that isn't traditional or conventional to workwear as an aesthetic. You can choose it, and if you have stylee, you can make it look poppin'. Alright, getting into the next one is fitment. Now, this one's from Richie Lee as well. He did mention that a lot of the workwear is for bigger guys, because most big guys like us are in construction. You don't really see guys who are small, but there's ways around it. You can go secondhand and get it off a Depop and Grilled and find stuff in your size. Definitely check the thrift if you have time. I'm not sure about the restrictions in your area, but make sure you do your little research. Your best bet is secondhand off of Grilled or Depop, because that way it's curated so you don't have to do the hustle and bustle. So what I would say to you guys is definitely do your homework, do your research, and try to find the right sizing for you. A lot of these guys who sell on Grilled, they do have the measurements in the description, so make sure you know your measurements, and it's simple. You just get a tape measure. You need a measurer in order to get your correct measurements, so it's easy to find. If you have a sewing kit somewhere at your grandma's house or your mom's crib, just snag it, do your measurements, you're good to go, and that way you know what you like in order to purchase in the future, and you know what you are best and most comfortable in, because fashion also needs to be comfortable too. Okay, we're ruling out all this nonsense about comfort is second, fashion is first. All right, or like hype or drip over fat or over comfort, bro. You gotta have both. If you don't look comfortable in your gear, you're just gonna look whack to me, and that's my thing. So make sure you guys note that, get your measurements, do your research, and also look for your brands. This is like a quick short video because there's not really much to it. This is just for the general public. There are other people who go more in depth, and I will link their video in the description below if you're really into workwear. Do I think it's gonna last long? Maybe. I think it will be a community of itself, and then also it will be tied into the Americana look as well, which is coming back now or becoming more mainstream now. So I think those two are going to tie together pretty well, and you can see it with even Human Made by Nigo using the Americana style, and you have different brands like Needles from Japan. So a lot of the Japanese brands implement that, not all of them. Some of them are tech wear. Like, Japanese fashion is very complex, but when it comes to Americana and workwear, I think they'll tie in perfectly together, and I would recommend you guys getting a few pieces here and there because they will last you a long time. I don't think it's going anywhere anytime soon. It might not be as popular, and that's what fashion happens to be, but I think with this one is more functional, and it will has a longer life cycle than most other trends that we have seen in the past. So with that said, this is your boy Darius D, and I'm signing off once again. Make sure you guys subscribe, like the video, and without further ado, I'm signing off once again. So just chill till the next episode, cause your boy D is definitely out of here.